Yeah, I'm just going to do a live stream. I have been making a few videos as I've been walking through here, and I thought I'd go through this backstory. I am investigating possibilities. What are your options if you are looking to come to Thailand, short term, long term, and possibilities of just checking out a romance that you possibly could have online, or you've met somewhere and you've come out to somewhere in the north. And this can relate to if you're going out south and pretty much any other part of Asia, but we are going to focus on the Thailand side of things because I am in Thailand. Whoops. And you do have to watch yourself, guys. Now, I have been wandering around here, and there are some spectacular houses in here and normal houses. And this house here, absolutely a marvel. And obviously a bit out of my price range. And then you've got these type of accommodations, which are like service apartments. And you could have these short term, like a 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even a yearly, but they are good little service apartments, and they are designed for the short-term person who is looking for something down the track. But you could live in there long-term. And these houses up here, I really like these Thai houses because they do a lot of eating under the ground. Like there are school children and families there, so I won't go over there. Now, I think I've just gone to the True Energy and okay, so I may have run out of my data, so hopefully if it is, I will end the stream. So my new data comes in place at midnight tonight, and I've organised a new one. It's pretty much the same one I've got now because it's lasted me for a long time, and I've done some long streams, so just let me know if it's still coming up okay. But this is just a walk around to show the back sois and show some housing. I thought this would be an interesting one because I am looking myself, and Beezy, it's just a little walk around showing the back sois because I've just come from a furniture store, and in a lot of stores you do come across stuff that you pay monthly, and I did go to this shop and the prices seem really cheap, and I had to get Google Translate out and have a chat, and it's just a one-time fee you pay. And I did end up making a quick little vlog in there, and I will probably release that one tonight with some cow soy. But I am trying to do a few vlogs and keep myself busy as well. But I know a few guys are interested in stuff like this, so this here would be pretty cool, but a lot of work has to be done. But we'll probably keep this to about under an hour, half hour max, because I do want to get home and have a coffee. I have started drinking coffee again, and I'm actually enjoying it. Like, I have been buying the 3-in-1 packets because where I'm staying, like, they have free coffee, and every hotel or resort I stay at, I don't have like the coffee, and I go to places where there's free beer and I don't have that, or I'm not going to have a free beer because I've been to many festivals and there's been free beer and I've turned that down. But oh look, some green gates. We have some green gold gates. So this isn't a bungalow, but it is a 2-story bungalow. But that is quite nice. We may have to backtrack on a few little sois because I want to stay off the main road, which isn't too far off. And there is some vacant land. I know Sausage Dog was looking for some locations, so he might like this. Now here's another type of accommodation you could go for. I personally wouldn't be going here because we'll have children, but this here, you can have children here, but it's not ideal. This is more for the short term. So if you were building a house or looking for one, you could stay something like that. But you'd go to that service apartment I briefly showed, and you could even stay at the hotel. And there is some rain coming as well now. So now we'll backtrack a bit because the main track is over there. I did look on Google Maps, and there is a nice section of back sois here, and I did stumble across a push bike I might go back and buy, but yeah, 2,000 baht, and I reckon I can get a brand new one for that price if I go into Tops, because I was looking at a kids push bike before, and really cheap, but like that bike I looked at, it was a mountain bike and it had all the shocks and had all the gearings on it, and I thought, for that price it is okay, but I will go in and look at a new one. But these type of houses I like we won't stick around because there is somebody there, but they do sit downstairs and cooking and have all your fridging and chill out there, and you must have your mosquito coils. But that type of housing I do like, and then you sleep up the top there, and that's pretty cool. That is a very common thing in most Thai houses, but then you have the European feel like this one. And a lot of them do have houses at the back for staff or family members to stay in. Now, this type of housing is like 3 or 4 apartments in there. So that's like where people can live. So that's good for like, not families, but it'd be good for like young couples. So we will duck the camera from time to time because it is after school hours. And yeah, I was coming out of a shopping centre and a whole bunch of school kids were trying to talk to me, and I do get a bit uncomfortable about those situations, and I just said, oh, hi, and asked me my name, and I said, oh, yeah, and I said, you really shouldn't talk to strangers, but it's just a really friendly environment in Thailand. But everyone's pretty engaging, but and here's some banana trees. Like these here are good to have on your farm, and people come and pinch them as well, which they do on my partner's family. Now, if I cut through there, I end up on the main road. So we are in downtown here now, so you're not too far from the traffic. So we'll go for a bit longer. I reckon half hour, I reckon will be good for this one. And then we'll do another couple of little streams on this topic, because it will be good for people to watch back on this one, because it is directed to certain people who are interested in coming here long term. So you've got all this farmland here, right here. So if you do like stuff like this, like downtown's just right over there where that big tree is. And you've got houses like this. Really nice. And I like how they've got the water tanks up there. And you do get hot water out of them because obviously during the Thai sun heats them up. So you can get free hot water with no solar system and no power. Now, this here is also some other housing as well. These here are quite cheap. I'm going to get prices on a whole lot of stuff, and I'm going to, as I said, try and do a little series, and I do have to watch the rain. But the further you go back, you come to some really good gems and some really average one. But now I'm not too sure if they have like commission houses out here. I know they had some in Payal, they had some low income housing, and these houses looked absolutely nice, but when you do have those type of social environments, you can have problems. So it is a blessing to have a house, but sometimes can have problems with them as well. So there are all different types of housing we have shown today. So g'day Johnny. Yeah, it's just a quick little series video. I'm just showing all different types of housing here, and like another stream I'll do, I'll schedule, and it will be prices, and I'll go into a real estate agent. So it's more directed to certain people, and I know a few people that do pop on are interested in stuff like that. So we will try to do some streams that are directed for people interested and wanting to come out here short term or long term, because I did say some people meet someone online, or they meet someone in a shop or a bar, or just walking about on the beach, or they sat down in a restaurant, you know. Like, everyone meets people at different places and stuff, and you know, they might live in the north, they might live in the south, so it's all directed anyone really in Thailand, not really other parts of Asia, but you could use parts of the message. But yeah, I wasn't expecting too many in, because I know Ben's in, so I am on the way back to the loom. So I thought, oh, because I did a couple of videos in a furniture shop, mate, and I thought it was one of those ones you pay each month, and I asked the question, and no, it was just a one-time fee, and it was furniture that would last, I'd say, 5 years. But if you are on a budget, I think that would be a good thing, because, you know, I've spent money on furniture and stuff, and I'm not using it, and luckily for me, I didn't spend much, but I think it is better to go down that route. But the furniture was quite nice. I did do a video in there, and I was saying how I'm only where that tree there is, that's downtown there, and this is a big banana field, and I've been showing all different nice housing and budget housing, and there's been some really nice houses in there. So I think I'll go into a real estate agent and try and look at what prices. G'day, Steph, mate. It's just a quick pop-up, like probably half hour, 1 hour. I am going to schedule some streams coming up. Like, I want to do a series on those wanting to come out to Thailand, and just show what your options are if you want to be here short term, and if you meet a girl online, I was just saying, and so you could just come out just to test the waters, because many times I've been in my friends' tattoo shops, and people have come in, and I've asked how they've met, and a lot of them have said, oh, look, we met online over COVID, and this is the first time we've met. So yeah, it's just strange that they meet up in Pattaya of all places. But then again, they may have gone there for a tattoo. So yeah, I try to add some laughter from time to time. But this is a nice house that I would like. See, I also like those wooden houses, but this is the type of house I like. But I also like the ones where you can sit underneath, and there is a car coming. So, and these mirrors are fantastic. And most sois have them. I know in Palau, a lot of the really busy ones have these mirrors, and they are a miracle, because sometimes you can't hear a bike or a car, and you may think those bikes are loud. Sometimes you don't hear anything, and someone's on a electric scooter. Do you want to say? Yeah, so this would be a short-term accommodation. So you do find young couples will come live here, and you can rent these ones for under 2,000 a month. So this is a really cheap option, and I was thinking on the short term just for me, but obviously not there. But see, I'm used to staying in, I won't say 5-star, but in nice, comfortable quarters, and for just a little while I've been doing Thai style, and I really love the simple life. It's not for everyone, but it makes you a lot more humble inside, and it's good. Now, this also is like a resort, but not what I call a resort, but each to their own. But it could be quite nice inside with spas and pools. But and there are more little short-term accommodations there, but ideally for myself, I would like a little house or a terrace. I think a terrace for me would be good, because with the idea of having a business underneath it, and then I would have to find the perfect location. So me walking around, going through back sois and going through other sois, is a good idea because I'm scouting for locations. You know, it's good to have these dreams, like they keep you alive. And these motorcycle shops, as I've said, just pop up all over the place, and they're very cheap as well. Like they'll put your tyres on, change your oil, and you'll get change back. Yeah, we try to keep the drama off, unless I'm having a rant. If I'm having a rant, yeah, it all goes. But yeah, if we're just having a normal one, we just don't mention the bad guy's name. But he is a devil, and we all know he lies. And I don't think many truths come out of his mouth, to be honest. And it's very sad that someone that has a little cult following, that he spreads hate. But I do know what you mean, Steph. Like, I don't like the guy. I don't like his message. And there's a chicken and a rooster. How are you, my friends? I have come to talk to you, and you have heard good reports of me, haven't you? Yeah, you're not afraid of me. Very good, very good. See, I'm the chicken whisperer. Hello, my friends. Normally chickens, when you approach them, like, they crow, and because they're normally worried. But these ones are very timid. So I might have to come visit. Joking, guys. Yeah, but no, I know what you guys mean. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, like if I say stuff and then a certain character says, oh, you're talking about me for 8 hours, but realistically, it's only been like one stream. I think I probably carried on for like an hour, and then a few 5 minutes here and a few 30 seconds here. So that might come up to 8 hours total, but I doubt it. But he seems to do streams on me and show images of my partner and talk bad of my partner. But what has she done to that clown? Nothing. But we might have a wander up here. But nothing can be done to that clown, sadly. Like, I know what he said about you, Steph, and you know, and putting your passport photo up. Like, I'm very careful. See, I'm lucky. I've got 2 different passports, but I am very careful where I go. I quite often say, oh, I've rented a bike from here, but I didn't rent the bike from there. I rented it from somewhere else. And I say, oh, I've stayed here. But quite often I don't use my ID, I use someone else's. And that's the best way to get around things, guys, because people will try to obtain your ID and for their own sick pleasure. So, and also another tip, be very careful what bars you go into, guys, because you will be filmed and you will be exposed somewhere down the track. So you might want to avoid certain places. But people can't show receipts of other things. They only show receipts of certain things. And we did get an extra like out of that. Perhaps I should do more streams and talk about the Dark Prince, but that really isn't going to get me anywhere, is it, guys? It's only going to get me hate. But these flowers are nice. Actually, I popped into a garden shop and it had 3 of them, and I couldn't walk between them all. There was like this fence, and it frustrated me. I couldn't go look at all the good flowers, and that was after Oz was having his complaint that I stumbled across a beautiful garden, and I felt quite calm. And we've got 5 viewers who have come to hear some drama. Yeah, you're right, Steph. It's very sad, and I think people who are lonely tend to go there, and then they feel love. But it's not love, it's just hate. And unfortunately, I want to not spread hate. I want to spread joy, but I am happy to expose the Dark Prince for his lies. And I have prepared a lovely stream all dedicated to the Dark Prince. And I will be showing receipts, but I have spoken to somebody about the receipts, and they've said don't show this receipt, show bits of it and explain why you can't show bits and pieces and you'll be okay. And I said, okay, that's a good point. And I have voice recordings as well, because a certain character said I was not welcome in bars, and I was actually told to come and hold YouTube meetups for a certain character, but this other character has said this isn't true. So for my own safety, I'm going to release a few of these recordings, which won't get that person in trouble, but it will shed a light on a certain person lying. You know, I was invited to this character's house as well. You know, I won't show his address, and you know, because I don't want no issues with this person, because he's already harassed me enough as it is. So, but I'm going to protect myself and say, yes, I was invited here and there, but this Dark Prince wants to continue his lies to discredit me. You know, he's upset my family yet again, you know. But these back sois, like these houses are nice. That's actually a cafe. Hope those dogs don't come out. But yeah, sadly we can't do much about the ducks. Yeah, he is a doxer. I think he just has a sad life. Like, I don't have a fascinating life, but I'm very happy with what I'm doing. And then we have the Dark Prince coming in to upset my quiet life for his own sick amusement and pleasure. But these cars I talk about a lot, guys, you know, like these Mazdas, like they're very popular. Same with the Datsuns. Like this one's trashed, but you could spend a little money on that and she would come up a perler. Like, it's got a bit of sun damage, and it's the Familia one, so I could put the family in the back. No, I'm not that cruel. But I'm seeing if I can get over here. Oh, I know where I am. Now, for those that do watch my streams, this is near downtown, and this goes all the way. So if I had a machete here, I could chop. Oh, geez, just watching out for goannas. I mean, monitor lizards and snakes. But if I went all the way down there, I'd be on downtown. And it is quite strange. Like, you could put a house like all the way along here, but I don't know. It is a bit strange. I did see a couple of people fishing in here. But really, really beautiful. And we are very close to downtown. And we've got 6 people who've come to hear some drama, I guess. So at least they'll be here for a few moments and then they'll leave. But yeah, we will do a big stream. It won't be on my channel, but it will be somewhere else. So just a few little receipts will be shown, just to protect me, and just to show how much of a liar the Dark Prince of Clowns is. You know, it'd really be good to show the receipts. I've asked him to show the receipts, but he can't. But he still says these lies about me, constant lies about me, and discredits the girl I love, who is carrying my child. Now, any father would understand what I'm saying, you know, but we have these fathers who support the Dark Prince because they are simps, and they are too afraid to stand up with others because they know what the Dark Prince will do to them, because they are sheep and simps. nothing I've said is a lie. It's all true. Johnny Rotten once said that about a very famous TV presenter. We all know his seedy behaviour, but we're not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, the seedy behaviour. And then he has the gall to talk about others who do seedy behaviours but do not. You just have to look at his panel of seedy behaviour, and they think they are the gift when they're not. And they criticise people who do e-beg it. Now, I've never e-begged, I've never asked for a cent, but people want to give me, that's up to them. And then you criticise me calling me an e-beggar, yet you have memberships and receive money. So, bit funny that, isn't it? So it's good for you, but not good for me. Is it because you're jealous of me receiving a little cake? But I will show receipts where that cake will go. Datsun trucks, yeah. That, like, there is another Mazda and Datsun. Like, I've shown them a couple of times, Steve. Like, g'day, buddy. Like, I really like them. Like, I know in Australia they're very rare and very pricey, and it's sort of like the Ford Escort. You do see a couple of them out here and also in Australia, but they are very expensive. But I'm surprised they have a lot of V-dubs out here. Oh, look at that nice flower. I shall look at that and regain peace and quiet and lose 4 viewers. Yeah, I know. Like, I just find it funny that people can just say, oh, he's an e-beggar, but they do it themselves. Now, I've never asked for a cent, and I will not. If people want to give, that is up to them. And if they do, I say thank you. At the end of the day, I do all this for free, and I have. All that content I did for the last 15 months was for free. Never asked for a cent. Spent money buying GoPros, spent money buying wireless things, never asked for a cent. And the Dark Prince had the gall to say I was talking about cancer awareness, and he tried to spin it to say I asked for donos. I didn't even monetize. I didn't have any links. He didn't show any receipts, yet he says I did this. But his other YouTube friends who mention cancer have monetization on their channel talking about cancer and receive money, but he doesn't return gall on them. But it's only a select few that he doesn't need anything, because I don't offer Capio anything. So he can attack me because I don't offer anything to Capio. But if you can offer something to the Dark Prince, he will leave you alone. But yes. Yeah, see, I really like doing my stuff, like cruising around, showing random stuff. And if people like it, it's cool. Like this house here is pimp. This here is a pimp house, man. That is cool. That is cool. And this big house here, like, we won't get too close because, you know, it's someone's home, you know. Like, it's not too bad just streaming out here. It's when you walk in and go and looking through like the windows and stuff. Like, I try to be as polite. Like, sometimes I think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But when you are in a friendly city, you do drop your guard a lot. And I've noticed that. But everyone's really nice towards me. Like, even if they're telling me off, like, they are nice. Like, I got told off today and I was nice. I said sorry, and I went and spoke to them after. And found out what was what. So everything was cool there. I was just annoyed because I was looking at the baby stuff, and he's king number 10. I'll get to those questions in a minute. Yeah, anyone can go anywhere, you know. Yeah, I'll have a chat to him, and like, because I've noticed a few times he said this, and I have said something, but I have missed a few things, and I did play back stuff, and I wasn't impressed with a few things, but Sawadee Carp, but yeah. Like, I really just want people in this stream just to chat to each other and just share stories about Thailand. And if they do have a problem with somebody from another stream, just drop it here and just leave the attack business elsewhere. Like, we can have a good banter and have a joke about the Dark Prince and you know, call him like Crappio. You know, we won't use his real name. Because if you do use his real name, he turns up. You know, he come in the other day and he had like my missus' photo on there. He had a picture of me and all this stuff. But they can't hurt me anymore because everything that they've said, like, there is no skeletons, you know, so they can't do anything like to me now. So like, they just lie, cheat. But I will do a stream. I've already written down everything. It will be on point. You know, I can prove everything I'm saying, and that's what they're afraid of, because that's why they've threatened to have me murdered, because they're afraid of certain things. But it's a bit late for that because I've already sent USBs off. So if anything does happen to me, payback will be beautiful. Yeah, so you do come across these nice shops here, and this is a somtam shop, and get all your somtam and your sweet drinks. Now, I should get a drink because I am a bit parched and I have gone off the beaten track a bit. Now, this is a little resort, and I would call this a resort somewhat. Like, the resorts I stay in are quite nice, but the resorts I try to get, guys, are usually like a hut type style, and it's secluded. I really like that, like, little hut thing, or I like a house on its own. But I'll get back to these questions. Yeah. Oh, he did apologise. All right. Yeah, no one likes abuse. Like, that's why I want to have a safe zone, and like, I will just say to a few people, just like, you know, I want to try and have a nice safe zone where if you do have a problem from someone else, you can come and see, and as like me, and chatting about stuff here in Thailand. I'll give you prices on stuff. I'll tell you what's going on in life, you know, and yeah. But Sawadee Carp, how are you? Yeah, like, that's a Thai house there, and mum is out the back, and then daughters just come to visit. Quite often you do have these houses, and they'll have 2 or 3 houses behind it, and daughter or uncle or grandfather will live out the back, or, you know, or they might live in the house, because Thai families are very large, and like, we could go for a walk in that resort, but yeah. But I think what I'm looking for would be like a terrace or a house. But see, if it was a house, it'd have to have an area where you could have a little street food restaurant, because in Palau there's a lot of houses like this, and what they do is they have an area where they have tables, and then they have the street food set up there. So we'll go for a wander up here, and I really like that. And if you cook good food, people come, but if you cook crap food, no one come. But then again, I will have to keep that location to myself, because people will get on onto Google and Yelp and give bad reviews, and then like the business would fail, and then they'd laugh. Yeah, because Google recommendations is very important, because one of my associates, he has a tattoo shop, and he was telling me of his importance of it, and his ego was as big as the Dark Prince's about this, actually. And he did have a valid point, my associate friend, but the Google, like, he was so proud of his 5-star reviews and everything, and I thought, geez, he sounds like the Dark Prince. Now, this is a pretty cool garden. I really love garden shops. I'll just have a bit of a wander, because this is a public one. Now, these hanging baskets are really good. Yeah, the ladies like these, and the grandfathers do too. But we won't stay here. Oh, we've got 8 people. I'll get back to these chats, but I have gone off the beaten track, as I do, guys. I've walked off further than what I was supposed to, but I will be okay. I'll just get to these questions there. So just look at that nice tree, or whatever you like. Yeah, like, there are some really nice resorts here, Steve, like, and then there's some shockers. Like, I've looked at some stuff online and I go, oh, that's really nice, and then you've rocked up and you go, what, are you serious? And then I've rocked up at places and it was like bad pictures, and it was like amazing. So things can be very funny on the internet. You normally see cocks here, and I don't mean phalluses, I'm talking about roosters. Billow might be over there, and Borat, his brother. I probably should double back, because I'm going further the opposite way. So I'll head back and go the other way, because these back sois can be a bit unforgiving. Like, I might get a push bike, and I think I'll push bike it around. And I'm pretty sure I left both of my bike mounts in Payao, but I am not far. I should go for a sneaky visit, actually, or perhaps I already have. But yeah, I should go there. Yeah, those mirrors, yeah. Yeah, I remember when I was a young lad, went to my mate's house, and my mate was going, oh, you got to come and check out, like, my parents' room, man. Like, they've got, like, this waterbed they've just put in, and they've got all these mirrors and a swing, and I'm going, what the hell's all this? And we're only like 8, I think, and I'm thinking, what the hell? But obviously they were enjoying married life, I guess. Oh yes, you can get those plants. Now, I'm going to go to a farm now. I'm making a kick channel, because a couple of the blokes were saying, Jeremy, do a kick channel if you want to do stuff about your herbs, because I am passionate about herbs, but I have to be careful about what I put on content. Like, with 18 plus, it can really mess with your algorithms. Like, I messed with my shorts algorithm and threw out that, and now it's sort of getting back to where it was again. But shorts are a bit hit and miss. But those shops are about, and there's plenty seeds for tomato plants there, mate. Actually, I've got a lot of tomato seeds if you do require them. Like, I gave my mate a whole bunch of these special breed of tomato, and because he had a farm in Ban Chan, and then his business went under, and so I've just given him a whole bunch of these seeds, which I got for free, but they were valuable, and he goes, oh, I'm going to Bangkok. And I said, oh, you were supposed to grow these and you were going to give me half, and I should have asked for them back. That's what I was implying, but that didn't happen. I thought, what? But those tomatoes would have been really, really nice. Sort of like a Roma tomato. But I will do some kick streams, I think, and I think I'll do like a... See, I could create another channel on YouTube, which probably would be better, and just do like an 18 plus one. So have like wheat, herbs, and like tattoos seem to get away with being in the current category. Like I would have thought tattoos would have been in the 18 plus, but I suppose they come under a cultural thing, because I don't know. Like there's just so many grey areas in YouTube. Like that's a nice house, and I would love to call that my house. And you will find a lot of houses have those terraces on top, like where you can sit up top. And I have discovered a couple of laneway bars that have these terraces on top, and I can't remember if I talked about this in stream, but this bloke, he keeps telling me to come to his bar, but I misunderstood. He's got a bar on the top, and I didn't, because every time I walk past I hear all this music, and I go, what's going on? And I tried to Google the location, but it come up with the rooftop bar near the clock tower. But there is another rooftop bar near that pot noodle place, and where this bloke keeps telling me to come. But I said, I'm on a budget trip, mate. I can't come and buy drinks and stuff. But yeah, and I don't expect anything for free, but yeah, I suppose. Now I've come back to the main road, so see how easy it is to walk around and end up here or there. Like I'm not far from where I'm staying anyway. But I'll get back to those questions. Oh, we've got 8 regular listeners in. Any lurkers? We've got 4 likes, so yeah, see, I've never tried Kick, and I haven't even looked at anything on Cook, but I did go make a channel there. Now, this location would really be good for graffiti, and I think at one point there was a bit of graffiti there. I can see, but someone may have just sprayed something, but this whole thing would be really ideal for graffiti. And there is some there, but just some terrible tagging. And here's a building being done now. Looks like one's being revamped, probably turning it into apartments or something. But I've discovered there's a lot of backpackers that come through here, but the question is if they're just transferring, or are they walking around and staying here and spending money? And I find that a quarter of them are staying here, but some are only staying for like a day or 3 days, I find. Or some are just here for like 12 hours. And I know in the past when I come out to Chiang Rai, I was in the same boat. I was 3 days or a day or just an hour or two. Somebody come. I like that sound. But where are we? Chiang Rai and Wang Chai and Mae Sai. And here is a market, but nothing is here as yet. And we're here at the Sumo Bike and Car Wash. And that's me there. Handsome man. Yeah, I'll try that kick. Like, I don't know if you can make shorts on there, or if it's just a streaming platform. I haven't really looked at it, but I think Barry was advertising it on his community post or something, and you said something as well, Steph, and I can't remember if it was Steve or one of the other Steves or John or Swaddy Carp. See, a lot of people just smile and nod, even when you don't have a camera in your hand, but it's really peaceful here, and like, I'm just going through random sois and just showing you something a bit different, and some stuff is rubbish around here, but it does add to the charm. And here is a friend of mine who is ready for me. So I will go and talk to the chicken. Sawadee Carp. Carp. Yeah, here is my friend here. He has heard bad of me. Yeah. My father, he rooster champion. Yeah, he had many trophy. Yeah, Carp. Yes, so this here is the back of a street food place. And here's some coconut work getting done. See, everyone's really friendly. So this chap's shelling some... Actually, this is some content, guys. Everything's content on my channel. But yeah, we'll watch this guy doing some work. So there's a bit of flesh in these coconuts, because the coconuts that were at the condo where I stayed, because I managed to get a couple of coconuts, and they were smaller and hardly had any flesh. However, the drinking fluid out of it was spectacular. See, it'd be interesting to see what he's paid for all that work, you know, because some Thais get very minimal, guys. 100 baht a day, 300 baht a day. Oh, check out this ride. Now, this is a amazing vehicle that, oh wow, look at that. That would cost something to get repaired, but on the road, that would be good. Very nice. Like, you do see odd stuff like around, and that's why I like walking through these back sois. Like, you always tend to find something that's really odd, and you see disaster as well. I did miss this little van. Like, I do like seeing these strange little vans. And there's an old bike in the back too. Wow, this is Barn Finds. Barn Finds with Jeremiah Esquire. We're here today. Whereabouts is Mike? Mike, where are you? Yeah, enough of that. Oh, I lost a viewer. I was up to 11 there. I've missed a whole bunch of comments. I was just carrying on, guys. We've got a troll in here. What's it say? Oh, I can't even read it. Yeah, I'll go back. I was just reading he's been pretty tame. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Like, yeah, if he's been funny and not really slagging anyone off, like, but if he is slagging anyone off, just time him out or something. But if he's just being like humorous, I don't mind. But if he is saying anything like personal and using anyone's name, certainly time him out. if they're using a picture of someone, yeah, like certainly ban them. But yeah, like yeah, I don't really want any partners' pictures being put on this channel. I know my partner's channel, my partner's picture has been put on other channels, and but I'm going to be respectful and not let any other partners' photos be on my channel, just to show that I am a nice guy. But I don't know if anybody has been pictures on, but I haven't seen anything. Now, this could be a place for you to come and live if you didn't have any place, guys. You know, you just put something on that window and have a tent in there, and you could crash in there. Yeah, you'd make sure you got a tent to keep the mosquitoes out. Now we'll just get back to the comments. See, I just want people to just like come here and chat. I don't really want toxic behaviours and stuff. Like I'm quite happy to have some comedy banter, but just like not like finger point and stuff, you know, because it's not good to be bullied. And if somebody is felt that they are being bullied here, it's sort of goes against what I'm saying. So just like try to be good and have like a bit of a joke. But if somebody says, oh, I don't like that, just like say, oh, okay, and take that to somebody else's channel and do that. But if we all just try to get along, I will have a rant occasionally about the Dark Prince. You know, if somebody wants me to have a rant about it, I certainly will, because I've got plenty to say. But after I do have a big stream on him, that will be the end of talking about him, because I don't want to give him any more airplay, because he doesn't deserve it, because he just sits in a chair and he doesn't deliver. At least Steph goes out and does a camping of a salmon fish. So what did Carp? How are you? Yeah, I won't show these houses. Yeah, but you know what, guys? They are happy. They are happy. You can be happy with very little, guys, out here, but it does help to have money so you can have creature comforts. But what I've seen out in Thailand on my journeys, it's really humbling, and you do appreciate a lot of things. And I think now I'm a bit more careful with money. I tend to say, oh, if I buy this, I can't do that, and then if I buy this, it's a bit silly, and then I'll go and spend some money on something else. But I do try to look for bargains and not be spendthrift. You know, like I'm very cautious about spending in certain places and scoffing your face, and then you see somebody sitting down. But it is interesting. Like I do see 2 fake beggars here, and that disturbs me, because they're not real beggars. It's just a woman sitting on a stoop with a child, with milk, feeding her child, and she's not homeless. And then another young girl sits across the road doing the same thing, and it's just sad that people think it's real and they give them money, but those that travel know they're not the real ones, and that money goes to like a pimp or a snakehead, like they're called. But there are genuine people on the street, and you can tell them a mile away. Yes, and they are the ones to help. But if somebody is homeless, like if you bought them food and they didn't accept it, they're not hungry, you know. I've mentioned a few times when I was in Victoria, I was eating a pie of all things, and this Aboriginal fella come up to me and he goes, oh, I haven't eaten for like a day. And I said, oh mate, like I've only just got, like I just come from a night out drinking. and I used to walk back to like the house I live in. So like the last bit of coin, I didn't have my card on me or anything because I didn't want to go overspend. So I'd go out with a certain amount, and once that was gone, that was it. And I said, mate, I've just bought like the pie with the last thing, and I'd only had 2 bites. And I said, look, are you serious? Like, you haven't eaten? And he says, yeah. I said, oh, look, if you don't mind, I'll give you this. I've only had 2 bites. And you know what? He took the pie off me and he devoured it. And I thought, I didn't live far, and I thought, oh, I'll wait here, but I thought, nah, I've given him a pie, I've done something small, and that's enough. But I don't go and help everyone. I'll get back to the comments I've missed. Sorry, guys. I do like to chat about these life experiences because I think it's made me who I am, and I think coming out here, I'm a lot more accepting in life. So we'll get back to some comments there. Yeah, it's good when you live rent-free in their head. Like, I'm living rent-free in the Dark Prince's head at the moment. He keeps talking about me, and he's saying I am, and he makes up lies about, g'day Ben Hill, buddy, haven't seen you for a day, I think. Yeah, sorry if I've missed everyone. I was just... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's good that I miss all these troll comments, and I don't even see them when I review the vision. So if trolls are putting up comments, like, I don't get to see the comments. So sorry, trolls. Like, I did see a few troll comments when I was having my rant a couple of nights ago, but yeah. But sorry, trolls, you can't do anything to me anymore. Like, you've already used like your kryptonite, and there's no more skeletons there. So you've made up your lies. So what more lies? You know, you said about AIDS. What's next? You've already said about cancer. I don't know. But g'day, Lou. Got Lou still here. Steve Anderson's here. Yeah, Lou, I try to do positive stuff, but every now and then I do have a little rant. But I do seriously try to do positive stuff. I visit temples. There's a temple there. I try to show the real streets of Thailand. I show it quiet. I show it busy. I go into 7-Elevens, I go into Family Mart. No, I don't go into Family Marts because there's no Family Marts here. But I go into Ma and Pa shops. If you've got something you want a price on, I'll get any price except for a price on a ST and a LT. But I'll get beer prices. I don't drink, but I do get beer prices. And I've got some vlogs coming up on the price of a furniture shop. So if you're interested in Thailand, this is a good stream because I'm not a Thailand expert. I just happen to be here for 15 minutes, which is 15 months. And I love Thailand. I have a partner who is pregnant, and I basically love Thailand and Asia. But welcome, Lou. And I have seen you around on other channels, and I have bigged you up, I think. But I have seen you around. But everyone is welcome except for 3 people, and I just try to I don't mind some funny trolling and stuff, but I just want to try and have a positive environment where people, if they do have issues with other channels, to just try and leave it there. I don't have my Rode wireless plugged in at the moment, so hopefully the sound is coming through, because I usually use my Rode wireless, but I unplugged it before. But we're doing pretty good on battery. Like, I'm only 71%, and this was only going to be a stream for 1 hour, so I can continue since we do have 10 people now. If I continue that way, I would end up home. So I could walk home, but we will walk this way today. Now, I've showed a few different style of housing through the back sois here today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boot towards downtown because it is getting a little darker. It is, I think, 5:30. No, it's only 4:30 today. Now, here's a Ma and Pa shop. Now, I'm going to go in here and grab some prices and get a refreshment for myself because I've been talking for an hour. So, Sawadee Cup. How are you today? Very good, Cup. So, we'll have a bit of a look in here and I'll get across. They usually have prices on the cans and they do on some. So that's a 45 for the cheers. So cheers for the lager. 48 on that one. Budweiser 63. We'll go and get prices on others, but I'll just, and that's going to fog up the camera. But there's no price there, guys. Apologies. Now I will clean the lens. Just give us a moment. I may have to clean it again when I go outside. But I do want to get a drink. This one here. Yeah. This one here. Yeah. Oh, you got more over here. Ah, okay. What's he got over here? Oh, okay. Yeah, like you got the big beer there as well. Actually, I do want to get that one I did have. Actually, I'll get a Coke, actually. Yeah, I don't drink beer, mate. Yeah. Yeah, everyone thinks, oh, you see Farang covered in tattoo. Is that only 10 baht? Yeah, because I've got the exact change. I won't use it to 20. Yes. Yeah, cart. Yeah, you've got a lot of alcohol in here, but sadly I not drink, but I will just show the people the alcohol prices because I know a lot of you guys drink, and I'll get to your Christians in a moment. Maybe. Okay. I'll get to the other Christians up the top, but if any of yous... now you got some wine here. I'm very knowledgeable on wine. Yeah, South Australian wines are probably the best ones to go for, and I'm not joking. And you do get some good ones coming out of New Zealand. Some really nice white wines, Cabernet Sauvignons and all those type of fruity wines. I did do a short on the crime family, actually. Yeah, there's some vodka. I know Steph, he likes the vodka. We've got $2.90, seems to be cheap. I have seen there is a black cock one. That's $1.60, but this one's a small one you can stick in your back pocket there, Steph. Here's the Smirnoff, actually. I better check my bag because I don't want to do a Barry the Boss and knock over everything, and then my budget trip will become very expensive. 98 for a Jack Daniels cola, and $1.90 for a 2-pack. Yeah, this cordial's good, but don't have too much or your teeth will fall out. So there is plenty of alcohol if you do like alcohol. Tawang Dang Red Specialist Blend, Crown 99. Yeah, this one's very popular, and this one's very popular with the Thai girls. You'll walk past bars and you'll see bottles of this with all their somtam. Because if there's no customer, they'll sit there and they'll drink this and laugh all stupid, and then the Farang come in and the girl drunk and go, oh, good. But you can get all these ones. Yeah, that's nearly 15. Royal Stag. All right, I've had enough of looking at alcohol. Oh, yes. So that's $1.50 for that one. 305, 450, 270 for the blend. Very good. Okay, carp con carp, come in, my friend. Okay, carp con carp. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Carp. And you can get a carton of the soda water, and I love soda water. Now, just allow me to have a refreshment, and I have to be careful where I sit because my Jack's cracker will pop out. Oh, yeah, I'll get to that one there. I'll just scroll up the top because I've missed a whole bunch of questions. The Dark Prince, is the Dark Prince the most educated person? Well, apparently he is. Now, I went to a private business college, but I don't say I'm the most educated person. Now, I actually had an accident and a bike fell on my head and it messed me about. But I can still like do stuff. But everybody has their own smarts. I was saying to Avery like the other day, I was going, you are smart in other areas. Like everyone has some type of skill, whether they harness that skill or they don't harness that skill. And you can be a jack of many trades but master of none. But people like to blow their own horn or toot their own horn. But I did hear somebody else say once, we never hear him say anything negative of himself. And if you don't look at yourself and find what your flaws are, you can't grow as a person. So you're going to be stuck the same person. And then you're going to be beating yourself up every day and trolling people on the internet and making up lies about people, saying they have AIDS and not showing any receipts. But the receipts, I'm going to show the receipts on the Dark Prince. Little Davy. Little Davy! Yeah, I'll just go through a few comments and then I'll get back on the path. Yeah, it was only going to be an hour stream, but then a few people joined, but I did say anything is possible. So we can keep it going. I'm just going through the comments. Yeah, he certainly is not the most educated. No, he's not the most charming and witty. And good to see you, Grant. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you earlier. I do apologise for that. No, he certainly is not the most charming and witty. Perhaps I could be the most charming and witty person on YouTube. I don't know if anyone would agree with that. They probably wouldn't. But I think I'm a bit more charming and witty than him. Now, if I was a single man, you would see how charming and witty I am. But that will never be, sadly, unless she dies. But then I would be... yeah, I'd be mourning. Yeah, we won't talk about that. This is where that guy was coming at me, Lou, and yeah, cool, Lou, man. Like, you're welcome here, man. Like, I know you go other places, and I will start scheduling stuff and try and organise a routine. I was trying to chat with Ben and Tom, and like I know Tom's really busy at the moment, like with his new job. And so he's not really too fussed, but I don't want to tread on Ben's toes too much, so like we'll try and work out something. And I am going to catch up with Ben when I am in Cambodia, and I do want to do a Mekong stream, and I want to invite him on that trip because I don't really want to do a stream with him in a bar for obvious reasons. I don't want to be disrespectful to my partner. But you are welcome, Mr. Balls. Yeah, see, like Ben, see, every one of us has some special skill. And a lot of us don't share our skills, because some of us don't really go on panels. See, I never wanted to go on panels, and I really don't like it, but sadly I do have to go on panels to spread like the message. But whenever I do spread the message, I get trolls that come onto those channels, and then they stick pictures of my missus and pictures of me and say all this stuff, and it can be a bit annoying after a while. But that's what they want to do, boys. Like, they just want to try and break you. And I won't be going anywhere. Pembroke and the Professor. Yeah, now that beer shop was really good. Now, I did go in there for that reason, because I have repeatedly said Ma and Pa shops are the place to go, and they are all very different. Like, some are same, yes, but you'll go into one and they're very focused on household products, and some will have cigarettes, some will have alcohol, and some will just have a bit of this and a bit of that. And some have a lot of snack items, and they are the ones that I love, because I can go in with 100 baht and I'm going to walk out with about 300 bahts worth of stuff if I had have got that at 7-Eleven. And I'm not joking. Now, I have made a couple of videos called the 100 baht spend, and I know it's a bit ridiculous, but you can get some good items. Now, some people would spend something else on that 100 baht, but like, I did do 1,000 baht spend in Pattaya, and I got the missus to go and buy some fresh meat and fresh vegetables, and I wanted to see how long that 1,000 baht would last, and I think it only lasted us 2 days, I think, or 3, but yeah, it wasn't long. Lemon tree. There was a nice alcoholic beer cider in Australia back in the day with lemons. Yeah, with the body art, I would have to sit down and work that one out, Steve, but it is pretty much up there. And I have paid for a couple of my friends to be inked as well over the years. But I haven't spent a lot on friends ink. Like, I got my missus a cover up on her back, and my mate did that, and he only asked for 4,000 baht, and I thought the job was worth about 12,000 baht, and I gave him a big tip, and he'd only accept 1,000 baht tip. And he didn't want to take that, and that's a really good mate of mine and he works at my mate's shop, Tattoo Eternity, and he also works at my other mate's shop. If you go to my mate's shops and you just say, oh, can you get on, they'll ring up on and they'll go and work at their shop. But he does work mainly at Tattoo Eternity, but he does freelance and work at a couple of my other brothers' shops. But I will try and work out a price on my tattoo. I've got a rough estimate, but I do have to calculate a few things. Yeah. So I will get back to you on that. But that's a very good question, and I do like that. Thank you. Yeah, it's good I don't get to see half of these troll questions, and it's good. I love it. It's sort of why I take my time answering questions as well, like a couple of moments. But I do get to the questions, and hopefully people have stuck around. Yeah, it's really good. I don't actually see any of these troll comments, so I don't know if they're attacking anyone here or me, so it is good. All right, we'll get back on walking again. I was meant to look at a gimbal today because I've looked at a couple of prices because Beans and Brews gave me this gimbal, but it's not really much chop. But when it is free, it's still good. Now, this is a good little family store. This could be a place I might come during the day because obviously now there are kids there, and I am a bit funny about having children of certain ages on camera. I know it's quite harmless, but yeah, I do know what people can do and say. So now I do love graffiti, and I am making a graffiti video which is complete, but I'm gonna keep adding stuff to it because every day I come across more graffiti. Now I call this graffiti as well because it's urban art. So we'll just keep the camera down there because there is a child there, so, and a young mum. So get back to a couple of comments. There's guys. Yeah, see the shops and the snacks are really good, and like you can go in with 20 baht and you'll come out with 4 things, and I'm not joking, and I've proved it. Like I've gone in and spent minimal. Like I should actually sit down and do a stream and say what I've spent, because I just keep extending the trip because this is a budget trip. And I only had to ask for emergency money once. So, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, I'll have to remember this location. Unless I can get a clip of it from this stream, but I don't know how to clip stuff. I guess I don't know. I'll have to speak to DWP about that then, I guess. I do love this urban art because it does make things look a lot more attractive, and you get people coming to have a look. Now, this was done in 2021, so only a couple of years ago. And I keep banging on about these chairs and seats. Well, that's cool, guys. That's cool. Mosquitoes will come and eat you, so make sure you got repellent on you. But this is a really cool little cafe, guys. Now, these are really common around Thailand, and why not? Like, I might just be sneaky and just see if I can get up here and just have a look. Because I did go into the library the other day. And I might just see if I can have a quick look. But that graffiti there, really good actually. I'll get a shot of this first and I'll go up there. But that's really good. You know, I'm going to come back and film this, I reckon. Now here's a real bike, not a Peloton bike. Now I've got to keep the camera on an angle because my Jack's cracker will pop out. And now this is pretty cool. Like, and there's some graffiti there too, so we'll show that in a sec. So not much of a fantastic view, but it's still cool. Like, you can come up, so just make sure you're with good company and you'll be okay. I got some really good art in Cambodia. I was quite saddened I couldn't get into this graffiti warehouse, but they wouldn't allow me entry, sadly. But I think it's been blocked off now because they got car parks, and I did notice squatters were in there as well now. So I'll get back to those comments. Sorry I've missed them. You know how it goes, but I do get to them. Loo balls. Yeah, that, I think if you're talking about that dark prince, I think, yeah, nah, he says, oh, no, I'll do this and that. Like, I stopped talking about him for months, and then he keeps having his little jabs, and when someone says you've got A's and you don't, and you ask for receipts, like, I think that's going to piss off someone. And then you say, talking about underage girls, and that's pretty below belt, and my partner is 20 years of age. Yeah, he never shows receipts. Like, I've asked for him to show receipts, and there is the Dark Prince. He's in the ambulance there. See, he's in the ambulance, the Dark Prince. Now, here's another furniture shop. Furniture shops are a bit hit and miss, I find, that they either say no, 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 or everything's cool. But this one looks okay, but I'm not going to walk around in here. I'm just going to show it from a distance. But I did go into this one called Winner today, and I was a winner going in there, because I could have filmed or streamed in that shop, which I probably will go back and stream. I did do a couple of little clips in there, and I was speaking to a person in there, and yeah, they were really helpful. I did have to get the phone out to translate, but they helped me, and they were really good. And the prices in there were good, and I'll talk about that another time. But I do want to schedule a couple of streams to talk about buying furniture and what are your options if you want to be here short term or long term, if you have met a girl online or a boy online or whatever, and you want to test those waters. So, or if you're retired and you want to come out here, or if you've won the lotto, or you're a crypto millionaire, or you just want to leave civilization and go, hey. Now, this is where you might find a Peloton rider, perhaps. Now, we won't go in here because there could be Peloton riders in there. Now, this is a nice little restaurant. Yeah, we'll get back to the comments I've missed, sorry. Yeah, because I read stuff and then I go on a little tangent, but yeah, he'll turn on location and pinpoint it. Okay, so send me a message about that after, Johnny. Like, I think I've got the wrong end of the stick, but turn on location and pinpoint it. Yes, send me a message after that. Yeah, it's really good to see you all chatting to each other. Like, yeah, I know we'll have a few little issues with other people coming in from time to time, you know, but yeah, like, I think everything's been pretty cool, and those that are really interested in Thailand like it here, and they even lurk, and it is sad that they don't want to comment, and I do want to welcome those that are here but are too afraid, because sometimes you just want to go on a stream and just watch. Now, these restaurants are really cool. And so if you do have a partner, you're in luck, because you can take them to fabulous places like this and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. You might go into a makeup shop and it might cost you an arm and a leg, but you can eat quite well. But then again, you can go to expensive places and spend a lot of money. But if you are here long term, I think you get more enjoyment going to street food restaurants and mixing it up by going to expensive places as well. But I think a lot of people that come for 2-3 weeks don't really care, and they don't really have to budget. And I never did when I come here for those short-term visits. It's only that I'm here long-term. I've said countless times, for the first 6 months, you know, I carried on and spent like Rockefeller lifestyle and thought, geez, I'm not going to sustain this for long. And then you realise, oh, you know, and I kick myself still about spending as much as I did on stupid stuff. Now, here's a nice resort and hotel. I'll get to these comments as well. Now, I have shown some really budget ones. I've shown a few nice ones on a few other streams, so I want to try and organise a series, as I said, and have some notes and go to the locations, and I might try to get into a real estate agent and see if we can actually go and view some stuff. But I don't know how that would work, because I don't really, if I'm renting a place or buying something, then I think that'd probably look, but I don't really want to waste anyone's time. But something like this is good as well. Now, if you were going to have a food shop, you would have to be careful, because that's a bite place, and then you'd have all the fumes and rubbish. So that's another thing you've got to consider as well if you are going to go look at a street food shop. But you might want to come out here and just like retire and not want your wife to work. But I think you really should have your wife to work, or your partner to work, because then they won't become lazy. Yeah, I really like art. Everybody has their own opinion on art. I can find art in a flower. See, I don't consider this art. That's a tag, and that's not art. That's just stupid behaviour. And when I was young, I did stupid behaviour like that. And this would be a good place to bring your kid, and they can sit in the chair. They do have them in Pattaya, and I know some YouTubers have done videos in there and done quite well out of it. Oh, Thai style. Yeah, so we'll walk back this way, and I'm trying to head back into downtown. Now, here is a tattoo shop. Now, I don't know much about tattoos in Chiang Rai. I do have a close friend who is a tattoo artist, but he's working in the pork industry now. But I have spoken to him to point me in the right direction of some tattoo shops that I could talk to you. But today, while I was having lunch and walking out, a young lass was talking to me about my tattoos, and she actually invited me to come out to her husband's herbal farm. So I will do that at some stage, and that will probably be on Kick. And once I've organised something on there, or I might do it on YouTube, I'll let everyone know what's going on there. I'll just move the camera because there is a child there. Now these are just some bites. I won't spend much time here because there is a child here. I just want to grab some prices. So yeah, because I did see a bike today I liked. Just bear with me, guys. I just want to... Okay, so that's 7,000 for that one. So that's a real bike, guys. It's not a Peloton. So for 7,000 baht, you can ride this around. So 6,500. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. I like that bike. And you can do your washing here, but I actually did my washing the other day by hand. He's got some nice tattoos there. Now, I will go on a bus trip shortly. Now, I'm just trying to work out if I should continue this path. Yeah, I will continue this path, actually. Now, this is called Grow Home. Now, this here would be like a condo service style apartments. So you do have many options, and you do have a boutique budget place here called B2. You've got JB Mansion. So perhaps we should walk down this soy and then walk back, I think. Yeah, we'll walk down here and we'll just have a look at these, because I have tagged this stream as a back soy housing. So and then we'll continue. Now, these houses I like, and I would love to have a house like that, and I would be proud to say that's my house. And that one too, actually. I'd be proud to say that's mine. If it was mine, that is. And Tom has a lovely home. I'd be proud to call that my home too. Lucky bugger. But they do have this company in Palau, B2, or is it the M2? And I think it'd be owned by the same people, but very similar structures. Probably a franchise, M2, B2. Waiting for bananas and pajamas to jump out, I guess. I'll get back to those comments, sorry. I do like to digress. It just adds to the comedy. I do apologise if I've missed anything, because everyone's comment is important. And lucky I don't have many people in the stream. I wouldn't be able to cope. Oh, really, Ben? Like, I can look into that for you. Probably might take a while, but I can look into that for you. But I know where that would come from, though. One person would have done that. G'day, Karma. How are you? Yeah, it's good to see people chatting amongst themselves, because they do know I'm focused. A pirate shirt. yeah, like whenever I see a pirate shirt now, I'm going to say something funny, but yeah, won't be anything rude. I like Oz. Yeah, I did manage to hear a clip of him 8 hours before he was on my stream, and he sounded like he was on the Terps before, so by the time he's on my stream, he's probably had 20 skinfuls. Yeah. That's why I don't drink, because a lot of people like the Dark Prince say, oh, that didn't happen. Yeah, I'm just skimming through the messages. Yeah, he thinks everyone's Mike. See, I know people have issue with Mike, but I know he said some bad things, but to be honest, guys, the Dark Prince has done far worse than what Mike has. And sometimes you do need the devil to take out the devil, you know. Not that I'm saying Mike is the devil, but I quite like his voice, and I know that might upset some people, and I might lose 2 or 3 people now, but I personally had no issue with him. I know he said bad, and I have addressed that with Mike, and I have told people, you know, I don't agree with everything that Mike has said to other people, and but it's okay for others to have friendships with others, but it's not okay for me to be civil with everybody, because I do want to be civil with everybody, but I won't be civil with 3 people. But yeah. Now, I've said before, they should get these vehicles on soy bakal, and all the soy bakal problems would be over. Seriously, guys, how small are they? It'd be a very uncomfortable ride, but if you had an attractive girl next to you, you'd like it, but you wouldn't want an Indian man, though. Now, because we have some ladies in here, now that is a genuine Versace. Genuine Versace. Very good. how are you, my love? Do you come here often? Can I share my Coke with you? I cannot afford to buy you a drink, but can I share my Coke with you? Have you not got anything to say? Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. She had nothing to say to me. I did try my best. Hopefully someone will give me a like for that. Sawadee Cup. How are you? Sawadee Cup. I think they're just setting up now. I think this is the 5 chicken, not the 5 staffs. No, this is called Deckman. Yeah, Deckman. And these little restaurants, these mukata hot plates are really good and cheap. You usually spend like under 300-400 baht, sometimes even cheaper. Now, if you do crossing the road, make sure you do check behind you, because you will have motorcycles coming behind you, and sometimes you don't hear them. And there is the Mazda, very similar to the Datsun guys. And see how he has his mattress on there. Brand new mattress. Now, they normally have police in this area at this time of the day, because at this time of the day it is getting busy. I will get at the time. It's 5 o'clock. So it's not too bad. Traffic does change at different times. So we have been in this spot a number of times in my streams at different times. So now I'm just looking at the time. I've got nothing really planned to do. I am supposed to go and have a chat to that guy that's taken over that Bavarian beer bar. And I don't want to go there if it's quiet, but it's usually very busy in the evenings, I find. And he's a really nice Englishman. You know, I've met some really nice English people on my travels. I nearly ran over an Englishman, actually, and I filmed it all, and it was a cracker in Treetown. But I think it only got like 400 views. I'll get to your comments in a minute, in a moment, everyone. That's good. Yeah, but those particular people think everyone's mic, but I don't know. But they are obsessed with him, and it all seems to be coming from one person who makes up a shirt. Who in their right mind makes up a shirt with another icon character? And then what type of person goes and makes up posters of someone? Yeah, see, Blue Light, everybody likes a little release. You know, some drink, some have herbs, but some don't need. And I didn't have herbs for a very long time, I think 12 years. But I just find it helps with my osteoarthritis, but it can be frowned upon by certain people. Like my partner's family don't really think too much of it, but they don't drink either, so it's only their grandfather who gets on the Turks, but he don't drink anymore because he's like 90 odd now, I think. But no, he's nearly 90. But he does like to have a smoke of tobacco. I bought him some smokes from Cambodia, but I was told he wants the pouch tobacco, and I said, "Are you joking?" So I went and bought all these pouches of tobacco, and they're only like 10 baht. And I did give him those Cambodian smokes, and he enjoyed them as well. I did grab these Ovaltinis the other day as a little snack, and I forgot I had them in like my bag, because I normally buy those 5 baht snacks just in case I am on a big walk, because a couple of times, you know, I've said, oh, I'll just do an hour, 2-hour stream, and then we've ended up streaming for like 8 or 10 hours, but I can guarantee we're not doing that tonight. But I shouldn't, because anything is possible. I will get to the comments, guys. I do apologise. Yeah, see, I never had any issues with him, Ben, and I'd rather not have issues with him, but I know other people in the community. Like, I used to get messages from people saying, Jeremy, you shouldn't talk to him because you're going to lose all your subscribers. And I said, like, I'm not his mate. Like, I don't talk to him every day. I just have a little chat from time to time, but people don't realise that. But it's okay for others to be friends with their mates, but everyone is different now. I will get up and move in a moment, but yeah, you are correct, Blue. It is natural, and but most things can be abused. Like alcohol can be abused, herbs can be abused. Lou, yeah, see, the Dark Prince, he seems to have it in for anybody that seems to be happy, or I don't know what it is. He really has a dark heart. I suspect he's suffered some trauma as a child, perhaps, or he wasn't loved, perhaps. But I don't know. I'm not his friend, nor will I ever be, but he does seem to have a problem with anybody having a good time, and if you're of no use to him, that's when the problems start. But also, if you speak up against him, also troubles start. And I think a lot of people have seen him attack many people, and they just can't be bothered. But as you guys see, I've been struggling with this for probably 10 months now or more, longer, and I haven't given up. I'm still here. I've received death threats. Yes, I have packed in the towel like a few times, because I was threatened that they were going to say stuff about my partner. So yeah. And she still receives messages too. Yeah. Apparently we did, Blue, and I don't like what he was saying about you either. I was quite annoyed, but that's what he does. He likes to get under people's skin, and that's his ammo, unfortunately, guys. And I don't really like talking about him, but I think we need to actually talk about him and expose him for the evil clown he is. Like, he says he's all this and that, but he really isn't. Now, I really want to spread the message of positivity and joy, but we're talking about a clown who loves to talk about hate, and he's probably at home now pleasuring himself and feeling really good that I'm talking about him. And now he's going to have content for his pathetic streams. Yeah, I'm not a fan of lies, because in the past, if you do say a mistruth and then that lie does come out, well, then people aren't going to trust you. So coming onto YouTube and starting afresh, well, it's better to be honest. It's better to paint a picture of who you are than to say, oh, I'm a champion of this, you know, I did this, I'm perfect life, guys, everything in my life is perfect, yeah. That's not true. I have struggles every day, yeah. Of course I've had success in my life. I think everyone's had some type of success in their life at some point. And I think a lot of us have had sadness and sorrow in our lives. But we don't hear any of this from the Dark Prince, because everything is perfect in his life. Perfect marriage.
But where are we up to? But yeah, we haven't spoken about him for 8 hours today. I reckon we've only spoken about, what, 25 minutes? No, I haven't heard about that one, Lou. I might have to have a look at that. Yeah, see, Ben, like, if, like, no one should feel that they have to go and hide away from anyone, and everyone should really be themselves. But, like, I think what the issue is too many people are afraid to speak up because they don't want to be exposed. Like, he can't really do anything more to me now, except for just lie. But I don't know, he seems to have a bee in his bloody bonnet. See, everybody does like a little bit of drama, but I think there is a fine line between toxic behaviour and talking ill of families. It just seems to be a lot of stuff directed at families, and I think everybody can honestly say, even if you have problems in your family, like, you still have love for your family and you don't want them to be victimised. Like, there are certain YouTubers who've had their whole families, like 30 plus, exposed, and even their children. And then you get wives who have been harassed, and then you get grandmothers who have been harassed, and people who are... See, what people don't understand is that you don't know what's going on in that other person's life that you are bullying. You know, they could have so many problems in their life. Like me at the moment, I've got so many problems, but I'm still kicking it. Yeah, Blue, see, like, there's just so many benefits from it, but, like, it can be a grey area of abuse as well. And that's something I, too, am very conscious of it. Yeah, because I don't like to be without it, to be honest. I can go without it. Like, when I went to Cambodia, I didn't have it for 3 or 5 days, and I was fine. And in Laos as well. But I am able to focus myself in most things. Yeah, it's been proven that it does help. Now, I've worked with other people who've had, like, breast cancer, and this woman was in her 50s, and she goes, oh, I can't wait to get home from work and have, like, my medical herbs. And this was about 20 years ago, and I'm saying, what? She goes, yeah, I had breast cancer, and I've been prescribed this by the actual doctor. And I go, are you like real? And she goes, yeah. And she goes, yeah, I had to go through all these, like, hoops and everything because she tried all the medicines, but her body rejected them all. And finally she found a doctor who recommended it, and she actually went back to work, and she spoke to her work about, look, I'm on this stuff here, what type of job can I have where it would be okay? So they gave her a job where she was around no knives and stuff, so she managed to, yeah, it's a very grey area, but yeah, see, like, you're right, Karma, see, lies do come back to bite you, and it is better to be up front, and because, yeah, if you say something to somebody and then they find out, it can cause so many problems. I'll just use an example, like, just say you're in a relationship with somebody and you say you're not married, and then that person falls in love with you, and you could possibly fall in love with that person. Now, that lie has just caused a problem for your old relationship, your new relationship, and the current relationship now. And that goes in anything, guys. Like, I know when you come on the internet, you want to paint this like picture, you're this and you're that, but if you're just real, people will accept you. You may not have everyone who likes you, but I have to be careful how I sit because my jat's crackle. But I'm going to jump up in a minute. I'm just trying to catch up with all these messages, and like, it's really good that people are chatting with each other. But I'm going to jump up in a minute. Yeah, I'm caught up now. Like, really, really good messages there, guys. And it is good. So I'm just going to get up, and I'll probably keep going for about another half hour of that. But I did do a stream the other day. It was just like a funny one, a pot noodle one. I really should have done it during the day, but I had a nap on that day and I couldn't sleep, and I'd gone past this noodle shop so many times, and I thought, it's 24 hours, I'll go and do a 20-minute pop-up. And I think only one or two people popped in, sadly, but it was pretty funny stuff though, like that noodle place. You know, I was just messing about saying, oh, it's a cult and everything, but yeah, I picked myself up some noodles in there, so I might try and do a 3-day noodle challenge. But I wanted to start it the other day, but I found this sois restaurant that's 40 baht, and I've been eating my last 3 meals there, and I'm thinking, well, if you have a pot noodle, that's 20 baht each. So if you have 2 pot noodles, you can have a nice meal for 40 baht. So I don't think I'll get around to that pot noodle challenge. Yeah, I think he's exaggerating about the salmon that costs us 2K. Yeah, some people go a bit overboard with their dogs. Now, my friend's wife in Australia, she's just really pedantic with her dog. She just buys it the most extravagant food, but she's not short of a few quid herself anyway. Nearly knocked over the camera, but everyone's seen what I look like anyway, but probably old photos of me looking rough. But people do like to paint a perfect picture. But whether his picture is true or not, that's up to him. But I haven't seen any receipts of it. A lot of buildings are being demolished around here, I've noticed of late. So it looks like money is starting to pump back through here, perhaps. I did mention this hotel before, but keep on topic. Now, this is Blue Lagoon Hotel. I think behind there they do have more of the hotel as well. So look online, like the places I've shown, you can always write them down and have a look, because I haven't gone in any of these. So here's another one, Chiang Hotel, and I did go down that soy and I didn't even look at any of those ones before. I just realized, now this would be like a service apartment condo slash, so something where you could stay for like a month to possibly even longer, if you were looking for something long term. Yeah, because I'm still, like, I was thinking somewhere furnished, but that place I saw today with the cheap furniture, like, that could be something short, long term as well. Now here's a location as well. This one here, like a terrace, very, very run down, but you could probably rent this quite cheap.
it would be interesting to see what a sale price on this would be. I know in Banchan I got prices out there and they were quite reasonable. Even buying them I thought were quite reasonable. And an associate I know bought his terrace, I think for 6 mil. And I think it's increased in value nearly double. And that's not asking too much, really. I've mentioned this house before. I like that. I think it is a restaurant slash business. Now, I'll just check a few messages if there are any. Yeah, he's starting to threaten people to say, oh, if DWP goes on your stream, you won't see me. And, you know, that's just pretty pathetic. You know, he has his own channel and he gets pretty good numbers in there, whether he buys the views or not. Like, I've been shown the receipts. He has been buying his views for quite some time, you know, to float up his ego. But yeah, it's quite funny. He's had a few digs at me for having low numbers, and it's quite funny, the people he promotes, like Life Reset Thailand, like he had a bit of a dig at me too. And I do recall when he started streaming, I used to come on his channel and he only had 2 or 3 in his chat, and he was having a little dig at me. So Life Reset Thailand, look in the mirror, buddy. And I didn't dox you either, did I? And I had your photo for a long time. Yeah. But you chose the dark side because you thought they were going to make you famous. And where are you now, buddy? Where are you now, buddy? How did that work out for you? Hey? Not too good, hey, mate? And we were pretty good buddies too. We used to go and eat meals together, chat regularly. You know, you used to complain about Capio all the time. You go, I don't like that Dark Prince. Yeah, you know, but you like his boyfriend and like Uncut. But yeah, but now, oh yeah, like you love him, like you think he's your best mate. Yeah. No loyalty. Yeah, and I know for a fact you told him some information about me too. Yeah, because I only told you that information, and I know that come from you. So I know you're a rat, Life Reset of Thailand, a rat. But you are welcome to come on my channel and hit the likes. But it is sad though, you do meet people and they stab you in the back, and like, he used to sort of stick up for me, but he got too much grief from the Dark Prince, and he thought the Dark Prince was going to make him a YouTube star. But that didn't happen, did it? Who wants to be a YouTube star anyway? It's like too much drama. Like, this is a pretty cool hotel, the Wang In. Oh, I said before, this is a buffet lunch, guys. Buffet lunch. Now, I have heard of people just walking into hotels where they do have a buffet lunch. And when I was staying at one place, I got asked for like my card, and I said, what are you talking about? And then I remembered the girl at reception had given me like these little coupons, and I said, oh, hang on a minute, I'll go upstairs and I'll grab it. But I know in Pattaya, I know they had a fair few problems with balloon chasers just walking into places. But if you are there long term,
it is an idea. But actually, while I was in Payao, I've mentioned this before, I didn't do it, but when the missus was getting a scan, I was feeling really hungry and I couldn't wander off too far. And they do free breakfast, free lunch and tea there, and they had a really nice meal and they were giving it out, and they told me to come and wait in line, but I could see many Thai there, and I didn't wait in line, but there was plenty of food. But I thought I would have felt bad if I got a meal and somebody else missed out on that. So even though I was hungry, yeah, I left it for somebody else. Oh, cheers, Lou. Cheers, Lou. Like, they've already left, I reckon. Yeah, see, I didn't mind Zimmy because we did have some things in common. Like, we were both coming out here around the same time, and I didn't really have an issue with him. But what I did take issue with him was that many times the Dark Prince baited him, and Zimmy wasn't quick enough to realise what was going on, and the Dark Prince had subtracted the information he required, and then yeah, but the Dark Prince is a bit tricky like that, but he's not as quick as me. But yeah, see, I don't have too many issues with him, but I do agree with that comment. But I did have a word to him, like was said, but I did say, look, I won't communicate with you again because of what you've done, and you've chosen the side of evil. Like, it is the side of evil. Who goes around and says some bloke's got AIDS? Who goes around and talks bad about girlfriends? Who goes around and exposes pictures? The Dark Prince does, and his minions. Yeah. Now, I am going to get up in case if somebody makes a phone call. Yeah, so I will get up. Now, here is a plot of land for sale. And it is a nice plot of land. I've got no idea what that would cost, and I would not guess. But I have said about this location that's a really good location, and it's on both sides of a sois. It used to be a department store. I still haven't Googled it. I did get the location, the name of the old business, and I think it was called Edison's. So I will look that up, or somebody else will, but I think that's a really good location. I don't know what's upstairs and if it looks any good. I'm not going to go down there. I could, but I might just finish up around here in a few moments, because I'll go through the questions. I am happy to go on longer, but I think I may have had enough, I think. But here's the Pussycat Club. But yeah, we have got 12 people in still, so I could just still wander around. Like, it is a different vibe. I will go down one of the nightclub sois, like the bar sois. And yeah, no, what I'll do is I'll walk up here, and then I'll hook back, and I'll take you for a little journey through a bar area and show you what's happening at this time of the day. I was going to show you the exchange rate price, but there's some girls there having their ID out, and I don't want to dox them. And there's the Roti lady again. Now, I've talked about these beam scams the other day. Now, you don't try for free, guys. You get 30 baht credit, and then you've got to have a credit of 100 baht in there. So it's not true what they say. So you cannot try for free. Now, here's that building I did a stream in. I walked up to the roof, guys, so I'm pretty lucky I got in that building. So I'll try and get another shot before this bus runs me over. So now I did get in there and I was on that roof and it was pretty cool, and now it's getting demolished. That was a Thai bank. I've got no idea what that says, but that's what it says if you can read it in Thai, if you read the script. I can read a few little lines, but I'm usually wrong. Now I'll just go through a couple of comments, and I'm gonna cut through this soy, and I'll just show you a few little bars. Now the bars around here, I don't know about them. Now I've only gone in that family friendly bar when he invited me in, and we will do a stream in there. I'm not going to worry about that other video I was going to do in there. We're going to focus on a stream and a video, and try and, yeah, because I want to go visit him every 3 months and see how his dream goes, because he's got the place for 1 year, and he has got some dreams, and I think his dreams are quite possible. But he has had a couple of the competition cause him some problems, and that could be an issue. And I was having a chat to him about jealousy, and they have a fear of somebody new. But what it is he's got a really nice property now. It's really nice, and the other bars are quite below par, so they see where the fear is. Yeah, see, sometimes I get like 15 in the chat, but I don't care if there's like one in there, because if it's one person who's going to sit there and watch it, I'll give a good show. But if it's just somebody lurking, I won't. But I'll always give 100%, even if I am flat, because I do go through a bit of a up and down stages. But I do find walking helps, and I do find having a rant about the Dark Prince helps, because I do have a lot to say about the Dark Prince. But we will do a stream on that. I don't really want to have it on my channel, because I have had threats that they want to take my channel. Serious threats, and serious threats to terminate. Well, they can't expose me anymore now. Yeah, everything's been done. I'm still here. Now, this place here I've talked about, but this place has a bar up the top. So my mate, I will call him my mate, because I see him every day and he calls out to me. He's a pretty cool dude. He's got a couple of young kids. That was one of his kids that was flying around on that little bike the other day. But up there is a bar up there. And I do want to check that out. Yeah, I won't be doing that now. But I do want to get up there, and I think that would be good. It could be a restaurant. But here's this location I've talked about before. It goes all the way onto the other side. So, I can see a staircase there. So this was a department store, and I did find, here's its name, Edison, because I was attracted to, see, I'm really interested in like signs and stuff, and this like popped out, and I thought, is that worth something? But it's attached to like the actual building, so you could take that out if you did buy the building or rented it. Now, I think somebody was saying it'd be a minimum 100,000 baht a month to rent that, and I'm not a real estate aficionado, so I won't say that's good or bad, but
I don't know if it'd be worth more or not, but I guess you could organise a deal. But it's a pretty big location. Like, you could have a number of street food things in there, because you're right off the night market, and it is a good location. It is double-sided. I've probably given somebody an idea already, but it's out of my ballpark, that thing. But I do like looking at things and having a little dream. And it is good to have dreams, but it is better to have dreams that you can achieve, guys. And that's what I try to do. Yeah, that is a good herbal shop there. I'll talk about that when I sort out Kick. Now, we are dropping our viewers, so probably somebody started up. Now, there's a good ma and pa shop there as well. I go in there and I get my frozen banana, and hopefully she does put chocolate on it, because I think that would be good. Now, there's a few massage shops here. I'm pretty sure they are legit massage shops. And here's my weather forecaster guy, Sawadee Cup. He is a very good weather forecaster. And here's the other forecaster. Yeah, I walked through here earlier today and I was chatting to them, and now this Volvo, I had to laugh about this. It's been sitting here a while, and yeah, it's a GTS Turbo of all things, and it's just been sitting there a while. I was trying to work out how long it's been sitting there, but it's a shame. It's got good tread tyres, but totally trashed now. But I reckon it's been, Sawadee Cup, I think it's been sitting there for like 10 years. Yeah, see, these laneways are pretty cool. Now, this Korean restaurant I said before, very, very popular. And there is another restaurant, I think it's closed at the moment. They have a really good-looking hamburger. We'll go up there in a minute, and then we're probably going to end it in about 15, I think, because I'm about a 15-minute walk from here, so... Now, this hotel, I don't know much about this. It does look pretty empty to me, but there have been a few bus loads here, because I tend to walk through here every day. Because I'm trying to look at different things at different times and try and work out, okay, is there anything bad in this area at a different time? Now, these two bars here are very family friendly. You won't be harassed for drinks and stuff. Now, here's the Bavarian Beer House. Now, this is the one I'm going to come in and do a stream and a video in. Now, here's that street food place. I don't really want to call it street food. It's shut up now. It closes at 4. And this is where you get the 40 baht meals from. And you get 5 of them. And there's some more graffiti. You do see that brake throw up around a bit. But this location, guys, this is where you come and have 40 baht cow soy meals. And I don't really want to call it street food because it's a restaurant in there. Like, I'll show you through the roller door. But yeah, it's like full restaurant and only 40 baht. Like, up there's like the menu. I'm going to release that video hopefully tonight. I'll just leave you with that view, and we'll go for another 15 minutes. I'll just want to show you that little section there. I did do a pop-up through there around about 11 o'clock at night, and there were many, many people in there. Get those Christians there. Yeah, I don't listen. Like, I unsubscribed from him. I reckon a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I only get sent clips, and half of those clips I don't even watch because it's just dribble, he says, and I go, that's enough of that dribble. But it's quite funny when I hear the clips. Oh, why don't you jump on? I know you're listening. So, Waddy Cup. Yeah, cheers, mate. Oh, the tattoo, yeah. Yeah, I know, I have a few. Yeah, I have a few, mate. What was I say? Something about Dark Prince. Oh, yeah, his boyfriend, he was saying, oh, why don't you come on? Dude, I'm asleep at that time. I usually am asleep at 11 o'clock at night, but sometimes if I'm awake, and because Avery and I and quite a number of other people have minds that race, and with my mind, I actually, the Dark Prince's so-called best mate in Batea, he also has what I have. Our minds continually tick over constantly, and we have to keep busy. And he also has motivational issues and also suffers from depression. But the Dark Prince does not harass and lie about him. But yeah, the stuff about chickens is pretty amusing. Like, the only reason they do that is because I made all these parody videos about chickens and said stuff about the Dark Prince and his boyfriends and his other stuff. So that's where they got that little gem from. And Cambo was his drunken self one night and said something stupid. Yeah, he said a lot of stupid stuff, that Cambo. Like, he also said a few two lies, but I've somewhat forgiven his stupid behaviour. Like, because I only upset Cambo by having an alliance with Mike and calling him a Capio simp. Well, I did take offence because Cambo could have buried the Dark Prince a long time ago, but the Dark Prince begged Cambo to, oh, please not expose me. But who knows what's going on with Cambo these days. He did pop in my stream the other day, and he actually gave me a donation, which was very, very nice of him. So, yeah, I've never really said anything bad about Cambo, you know. I've been quite diplomatic, I think. You know, I didn't bag him for his, you know, for his gimbal because it was free. But, yeah, you can have free pool here. Yeah, what's this, run by an Aussie? Yeah. So how you going, mate? Oh, and you get a free shot of vodka, free pool, and sausage with hot dog roll. Run by an Aussie, Australian, mate. Australian, mate. G'day, mate. Too right, mate. Too right, copper. Now, I said a funny story about the Dream Boys bar. That was funny as. It was funny as. So we'll just wrap this up in a minute, and I'm pretty happy with today. I don't reckon I'll pop back until tomorrow. I wasn't going to stream today. I was planning to go to the temple, but I felt a bit... I did want to do a market stream this morning again, because yesterday's market stream was quite successful. And but I woke up at 8 o'clock, and I must have slept 9 hours, and I felt really lethargic. So I just had myself a shower and had a coffee, which I've started drinking again, as I've said. So yeah, I think with the coffee, it's just a little pick me up, you know, to get me going on the walks, I guess. Yeah, because I don't like to have too many addictions, you know, because I do have an addictive personality, so I am very aware of that. So I do try to stop myself from certain things at times. So I'm just going to wrap it up in a minute. So I just want to go through some messages and see. Yeah, one day he'll come a cropper. But yeah, cheers, Grant. Yeah, we'll try and keep to these positive ones and just have a few like rants here and there, you know. And there's Pizza Hut down there in the distance. There is a good deal, I did say, about the 2 for 99 baht, and I thought, oh, even though they're those tiny ones, I remember I like the missus bought me a small pizza from the pizza pizza house, and it was like nearly 300 baht, and it was just a tiny one, and it would have been the same size as the one they have at 7-Eleven, I dare say, but it was enjoyable. But this hamburger here is making my mouth water, but this is a plant-based burger, so not for me. But in saying that, I have enjoyed some vegetarian meals of late, and that's me there. Yeah, getting a bit thin on top there. I've had to get the hair shaved. I said to the guy, I want a 0, and he gave me a 2. And it took me 3 times, but I did give him a tip because he did spend half an hour trying to cut my hair, when really it should have only taken 5 minutes. But actually, I'm walking the wrong way back home. But yeah, see, those meals there are okay in price, but I prefer to spend a bit less. But these are good prices to actually sit down with your partner, actually, guys. So we're gonna. Okay, I think the connection's dying anyway. So cheers anyway, guys. I'll pop back probably tomorrow. Appreciate all the likes, all the positive comments. I haven't seen any negative stuff here today because it's been all deleted. So fail to the trolls. And thank you for the people that come in. We had some good numbers, and we'll come back tomorrow. Thank you.